Hi, welcome to Chile. I am Appiah-Kubi, and I'm going to be a facilitator for the subsequent lesson. Sit back and enjoy the lesson. Hi, learners. Welcome once again. Have you ever typed an essay, letter, or document before? Very good. Look at this document carefully. Now, look at this one also carefully. How did this unorganized document become this polished masterpiece? In today's lesson, we are going to learn about formatting Word documents. And at the end of the lesson, you will learn how to set up page layout and margins, format text using fonts, styles and alignments, and also use bullets, numbering, and line spacing, all with the help of the Microsoft Word application. Okay, formatting Word document. Now, formatting Word document refers to the process of organizing your text and visuals within a document to make sure it's clear and professional, and it's also presentable or visually appealing. Now, when you format your text properly, it makes sure your text is readable or legible, and it emphasizes the key points in your text. Now, it can be done with editors like the Microsoft Word application. Now, before we start formatting our document, there are some key aspects we have to take note of. The first is the page layout. Now, under the page layout, we have the margins and orientation. Now, the margins is the blank space around the edges of the page, and the standard measurements of it is 1 inch on all sides. We also have orientation, that is determines whether a document should be portrait, that is the vertical form, or landscape, that's the horizontal layout. We also have the text formatting. Okay, the text formatting also, we have the font style and size. We use them to make our text legible. Now, with the font styles, we use fonts like the Times New Roman, the Arial, or the Calibri to make our text legible, as said earlier. And then we use sizes like the 12 for the body, and then we use 14 to 16 for the headings. Now, under the text formatting also, we have the bold, italics, and underline. We use the bold for headings and also to create emphasis in our documents. And then we use italics also for titles. Or when you want to insert a foreign term in your documents, we use italics. Now, underline also, we use them for emphasis and also to underline headings. Now, we can change color of our text in a Microsoft Word application, but we always stick to black to create a professional look. If you want to change color, maybe you want to create an emphasis of a word or a phrase, then you can change the color. We also have the next one, that is the paragraph formatting. Now, under the paragraph formatting, we have alignment. Now, before we start with formatting a document, there's a quick reminder we have to take note of. Now, all the tools that we use for the key aspects we've talked about, they are located at the top of our screen when we open the Microsoft Word application, which we will see later. It's called a ribbon. And these tools help us to customize the text, the paragraph, and the overall layout of the document. If you look at the picture below, you can see that the ribbon is what the red border is around, is circling. You can see the ribbon there. So let's head over for a practical lesson of what we've talked about on the Microsoft Word application. We'll start by opening the Microsoft Word application. Now, Microsoft Word has many templates to choose from, but we go ahead and select a blank document to work with. Alright, so this is the home page of the Microsoft Word application, and it has the ribbon that we talked about earlier. And on the ribbon, it has tools to format a text or a document. Some of the tools are the font, font size, bold, italics, underline, text effects, text color, font color, and more. Now let's go ahead and select an unformatted document and see how each of the tools we've talked about work. So as you can see, this is an unformatted document. It has no changes to it. We'll start with a heading. Our document has a heading, so remember, before we start editing or formatting a document, we need to highlight it first. So we highlight it, we go over and select bold, and then we underline it. We are selecting underline, and then we come to our alignment and select a center align. You can also increase the size of the heading to maybe 16. Now we have the text formatted. Now you can see this also can be a subheading. So we go ahead and highlight it first, and then we select bold, and then we increase the size a little bit. Very good. Now we come down here, we can see that these two sentences, they are key points. So go ahead and highlight it also, and then we bullet them. So you go ahead and choose any bullet of your choice, and then you can see the changes made. So you go ahead and continue the rest. We highlight them, we bold them, and then you continue the same way. After making all the changes, this is how our document looks like. You can see we now have a polished and neat work. Alright, now it's now your turn. Look at this document on your screen. Take this as your assignment. You can pause the video to retype the text. Okay, now use this instruction to format your text. All your text should be in Times New Roman. The text in the document, all of it should be in Times New Roman. For the main heading, use the font size of 16 and make it bold, and also center it. And for subheadings, use the font size of 14, also make it bold, and use the font size 12 for the text. Bullet your ingredients, number and bullet your preparation steps also. So you can go ahead, pause the video, and then start work. If your text looks like this, then a big congratulations, well done. If not, continue to adjust until you have this look. Very well. Now this brings us to the end of the lesson. But before we go, what have we learned today? We have learned that to format a Word document effectively, you need to use fonts and paragraph tools to make your document or your work look professional or official. Also, you need to apply headers and footers for consistency. And you also need to adjust your margins and layouts to give your work a better look or a better structure. This brings us to the end of the lesson. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next lesson to learn more about formatting Word document.